Hello, everybody. This is Inferno, and this my cousin's on the other line.
dvansimpson, gmail.com, YouTube account, 3 videos.
Wow.
Alright, how's it going, guys? Just want to talk about that new iPad that just came out. I recently went to New Jersey, spring break,
Yeah.
and I was at the Apple store.
Yep.
It was awesome. I mean, what's not to like about it? I mean, it had some cool features, like at the home screen, usually like with an iPod Touch, you can't turn it over, or the iPhone, you can't turn it over, but soon as you turn it over, and it's super sensitive, like it reacts to everything, like your breath. Like if you was to blow on it, it will actually sense that you were blowing. And it was like I tried to take it off the hook and show my grandma, but soon it came off. It was like beep, beep, beep. It had like an alarm on it, which is really smart. It's really awesome because like the iPod Touch, you can only go on things like mobile site, and mobile site you don't get everything. If you was to go on Best Buy or something.com on your cell phone, you don't get everything, and it's super slow. But this one goes on a computer. It runs off a computer, like computer websites, like full websites. And another thing is, you can get Wi-Fi throughout anywhere for like, what is it, $24 a month? Something like that. You still gotta pay though. But I guess they launched satellites so where you can watch that type of stuff.
And then you can read books on it, and
Yeah, you could do that on the iPhone too, on the
I know,
iPod Touch.
but it's like a bigger screen, so you can like
Yeah,
flip pages,
bigger
and
paragraph.
then you can like look at all this other random. They still got all the regular applications.
I don't know if they might have a jailbreak software for it, but
Yeah.
I
Somebody's
wouldn't,
probably gonna come up with that soon.
I wouldn't want to jailbreak. That's kind of harsh.
I know
Like
they just came
big
up with it.
smack in the face to Apple. Like screw you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and another thing is that when we were also in the Apple store, Apple are paid. The apps that I would normally have on my iPod Touch, it was already on there. What I did was, it was an app called Touch Grind. After I left the store and went back home, I downloaded it. It was $4.99. The app is awesome. But same apps that you could play on the iPhone or the iPod Touch, however you want to say it.
Play it on the iPad, right?
Yeah, you can play it on the iPad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, like I said, it's just a big iPod Touch that can go on full websites and you can access it, you can access the internet all around the world. But yeah, basically a big iPod laptop.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. You guys should go find some articles, check it out.
Yeah, it's awesome. Go to your local Apple store. They don't make a lot of them, but they're really expensive too. And the iPad is starting at $4.99, but I don't think
Your dog is in the background being annoying.
yeah. I got a Yorkie. Like I wouldn't recommend a Yorkie. A Yorkie freaking, they don't suck, but
They will lick a lot.
Yeah, they're hyper. So I mean, and they need a lot of attention. So if you don't stay home and like if you have a job that like requires you to be not home for a long time, then I don't recommend a Yorkie. A Yorkie, like you need to be around it like 24 hours. It's like I would recommend the Yorkie for old people, retired people, and you know what I mean, disabled people. But they're really loving dogs, though. I can't say that.
Yeah.
They got weird moments like mine. He rubs like anything soft. He likes to rub his head on. And it's like it's really weird, but
And then he licks me and stuff, and it's annoying whenever I go over his house. And then like remember that one time you pinned me to the floor, and then and then Peanut came and he started licking me.
Yeah, we were wrestling, and then we tag team. Me and Peanut. I said, "Come here, Peanut." He ran over, and then he just started licking him in his nose and in his mouth. Daniel had to go brush his teeth right after that.
That was disgusting, though. And then before he was sick, so he was like licking his doo doo and stuff. So I was like, ugh. And then like for a week, I started smelling doo doo in my nose, and it was weird. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, they're big throw up. They throw up a lot. When they're excited, they throw up. And then they go back and play.
Think about dogs.
It's like the people I know throw up. They just go, after they throw up, they go and sit down and lay down for a second, or you know what I mean. But he just goes right back to playing.
He's like, ooh, more playing.
But when they're sick, they're sick. Like I remember the time he was sick. We were both sick. We actually both had a cold at the same. We had a cold and he had something else, and he slept in my bed and we had the TV. We were watching. I don't remember what show we were watching. We were watching Chris Angel. That guy's awesome. Shout out to Chris Angel. But we were watching that, and like he would have to when he had to go pee and stuff. He would just you could just see it. But yeah, they're even cuter when they're sick. They stay still and all they do is sleep. Yeah, and then they like to sleep in the corner. Like this one, he's really attached to me. So what he does is like when he lays down, he makes sure like a piece of his body is touching my leg or something. Like he's really attached, literally. So yeah, but I don't like to use leashes for him. I mean, only time I use a leash is when we go to like a park. Like he likes to jump on kids, but not everybody likes that. So like I said, if you're not home all the time, here he is tearing up the cotton on the ground. Hey boy. Yeah, sorry, he was tearing up cotton. He digs through the garbage but do not beat your dog. Whatever you do, don't beat him.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Yeah, and then they scar him for life. Like I wouldn't recommend beating your dog because they get real jumpy and fidgety. Even though they look normal, like as soon as you jump at them, it's embarrassing too. Like in public, you could be going to give them a pat on the head or something, and then they just jump. Like really, they jump and then they flinch. It's really kind of sad and embarrassing. But we were gonna adopt a dog at Petco. It was like a Shih Tzu mixed with something else. But my stepdad's a party pooper,
Yeah.
so we didn't get it. So
yeah, like when you come home from school, he's like barking and stuff.
yeah, he barks really really loud. Like they want you to know that you're. They want you to know like, hey, I'm here, but I don't forget that he's here. But,
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then like at school,
yeah.
like sometimes you like daydream at school or something. I hate
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here taking this important test, and I'm like sitting over here daydreaming about, I'm about to get on YouTube when I get home. Man, I'm about to go record something. Man, it's gonna be fun. And I'm like sitting there, it's like halftime, and I'm like halfway through my test, and I have like not that much time to do my test.
Like I do that with a boring teachers. Like I was in math the other day, and I would sit there and I would daydream, and in every direction she just said, I do not remember. I was like, could you repeat that again? And then like my math teacher, she's a big meanie, so I don't really like her. I guess because she's African, but yeah, she's a big meanie, so I don't really rely on her to ask her stuff or anything. She's really mean. Like when I say she's mean, she's mean. We have a test like every freaking week. I have a test tomorrow. Speaking of.
Yeah, and I have my science portion of this big test tomorrow. So yeah.
Oh yeah, the
I'm
C-R-C-T. Are you ready?
Yeah, I had that tomorrow. It's kind of hard because like the teachers, all the science social studies teachers, all they can do is stress. They're just like, oh, I don't know what to teach. I don't know.
But you don't need it though. You don't need it to pass. All you need is math and language arts.
I know, but
And language arts was really easy.
But she said, as a teacher, she gets like disappointed when students don't really care about what to put down.
Yeah. I'm not glad to say this, but when I was taking the test, the social studies part and science part, I was just guessed on it because they were hard.
The science part for me was easy because like my teacher, I have a really good teacher and he's really nice and stuff.
Yeah, it's always the science teacher that's really nice. All my science teachers were nice.
He's like a really good teacher, and he started teaching when I started middle school. So it's like he started teaching and then I started middle school. It's funny because his son also started middle school.
Was he in the same class with you?
No, he was just like in the same grade. And then the next year he was in one of my classes. And it was funny because at like the end of the year, his dad was peeking in through the window.
So you can't do nothing wrong if you